autarch here. The might of Cain flows through me.
An interesting development.
Where does the craft world need us? We fear not the foe. We must be fleet of foot.
Alright. I guess that'll be in my construction place there. Alright, start there. Do that. Am I blind? Oh, I already captured it. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Alright, put you there.
With our allies arriving swiftly and en masse, our claim of Gladius shall soon follow.
When the warlocks and farseers of multiple worlds, craft worlds, share a vision, a literal vision of the future, then they and their craft worlds work as one. They will delude their own halls of life and spirit to fulfill their pledge to that future.
We fear not the foe.
Do you seek communion?
My wise counsel is yours. The war host marches.
Alright. Start coming over this way.
What are your instructions?
I
jeez.
wield forgotten secrets.
Alright, let's get the right building this time. Alright, engines of all.
More look to assist us in the conquering of
Got
Gladius.
enough here that we can probably get done with it.
Artisan of war. This world is not yours to take. Initiating assault.
I wield forgotten secrets.
Where does the craft world need us?
Do you require my insight? Gravitic emitters engaged.
Alright, give me one more. And come over here.
Little shall stand in our way. Nothing shall remain if they do.
Whilst humanity's plasma weaponry is often fatal to its user, the elegant Adelari equivalent harbor no such threats. And now a chance discovery on Gladius Prime's surface has allowed the Bone Singers and Exarchs to further improve their focus.
We are as capable as any warrior. We must not hesitate. Onwards!
You require my sage advice?
Open fire, Guardians!
I walk the path few dare tread.
The war host marches.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're not coming any farther here.
At your command.
It is wise to beseech the ancients.
Alright. Increases acquisition of cities.
Or talk here.
Skull of Thrones is here, or the Lord of Skulls is here.
Direct us.
An interesting development.
That position shall be ours.
Maybe we can come over and try to take this. Alright. Now we're building you. And you.
The Infinity Circuit must be protected. No foe shall deter us from our path.
Alright, well, I definitely need more resources. Dang it. The bastard just sniped that thing back from me.
We must expand our foothold further if we are to succeed here.
Experienced exodite construction designs are being employed by the craft world bone singers here. Only having worked on the ancient craft world, the idea of building a city for the first time is something utterly new to their minds.
Guardians here. Peace can only be achieved through war.
Gravitic emitters engaged.
An interesting development.
Alright.
I am ever ready for war.
Go there and here. Increases the influence of Dome Seers. These guys are pushing out like crazy.
At your command.
Do you require my insight?
Quickly, our kin need us.
You require my sage advice? I offer the wisdom of the dead.
Got some ore over here. do that while they're waiting.
We have survived this long, and for longer still shall we continue to do so.
Very few mortal beings have ever had the foresight of a Farseer, a power perhaps derived from the lost Adelari goddess of Lilith, who predicted the death of the gods at the hands of the mortal Adelari. An oracle that invokes her name always draws the eyes of all Adelari upon you.
What are your orders?
Do you seek communion?
Master of many aspects. The light of Cain flows through me.
Can only be achieved through war.
The psychic missive is sent, and many have answered. Our ranks swell with volunteers from all paths.
Alright, get there. Now, do you have anything? You've got 20 here. Now, let's get that going then. What was the cost of wood-weight travel? Increases the loyalty gain of... Okay.
Our pitiful successors, man. Their empire has barely lasted 10 millennia, and was almost destroyed by rebellion after only 1,000 years. Weak, slow, stupid, but fertile, and still our likely successors. Fear their war engines, primitive though they are.
My wise counsel is yours.
What are your instructions?
My wise counsel is yours.
I have chosen this path.
Alright. I guess this one. Alright, we gotta leave.
We fight for the future of all Adelari, whatever the cost may be.
To an unfettered Adelari mind, there is neither sanity nor madness, but merely a wave of perfect existence fulfilled by its own savage momentum.
Do you require my insight?
Guardians advancing.
The ancients suggest this is the way.
No foe shall deter us. Additional warriors have joined us in our quest.
Alright. Scorpion, I guess. Man, I got all the highest tech and I don't have any armies sitting here running around.
Artisan of war. Time to move.
Quickly, our kin need us. That position shall be ours.
I walk the path few dare tread. Prophecy guides us.
Alright, sell that. Buy this and that. And this. And that. This. And that. Alright, give me some Altark. What? You're not who I thought you were. Two, 3, oh no, just 2. Alright, now I gotta get my Altark to one of these things to purchase him some items. Guess we have to take out that Castellan too, where he starts messing stuff up.
Unleash upon our enemies the great engines of Val.
The Scorpion is an Adelari super heavy grav tank utilized exclusively by the craft world Adelari and is amongst the largest vehicles recorded capable of anti-gravitic movement in the galaxy. Known to the Adelari as one of the engines of Val, it combines a sophisticated and powerful weaponry with the grace and speed that have come to be associated with the Adelari vehicles. Protected by a hollow field and armed with twin-linked pulsars, the Scorpion has earned the nickname the Gravemaker and the Death Sled from the Imperium Man's veteran tank crews.
I walk the path few dare tread. A curious choice.
All Eldari must fight.
My wise counsel is yours.
Actually,
Let us go, children of Asuria.
two, 3. Star engines. need to start building up armies here. What is this? So we got Imperium, the Man,
Ready to
the Sisters, Chaos, Tau, Orcs, Necrons.
Graviticum is engaged.
Prophecy guides us. And the spirit shall conquer the flesh.
Where does the craft world need us? The craft world needs us there.
Armor. Healing, Duskblade, armor piercing. Actually, this is where I wanted to build those guys.
More look to assist us in the conquering of
Population.
Gladius. We welcome all who seek to provide their aid.
At your command.
I don't know if I really want to get another base going yet. Because I'm still running out of energy. It'll get me more loyalty, that might be kind of cool. Actually, yep, so I thought. Get that going for growth. And then what do I want to start doing? Research and loyalty. I guess I should make this where I'm building the Warwalkers.
We have a new role now.
Alright. Well, start building up my ore here. See, these build
Marvel
research
at
and
the
ore.
sublime craftsmanship of Vol.
Whilst all our Eldari vehicles are swift and agile, those that mount star engines are more often able to move faster than the eye can follow. Lesser races can only marvel at the phenomenal speed and maneuverability of a craft so equipped.
Do you require my insight? Time to move.
An interesting development.
Do you require my insight? Do you require my insight?
We must not hesitate. Onwards.
Do you seek communion?
Alright, those. And we'll get this. And let's get the Wraith Knights.
I walk all paths. I've wise counsel is yours. An insightful course of action.
Guardian militia, ready to fight.
I shall be the tip of the spear. Autarch here.
Alright.
Spirit Seer, prepared for battle.
I walk
Put you
all
into cover.
paths.
That's probably foolish. Yeah, because now I can't build those things that I need to
Ready to command. Do you require my insight?
boost my cities. That's 2, so it's still not ready. So let's get that and that. And then you're gonna need people. So I guess that's where you'll put that.
Like a vengeful god of war, the Wraith Knights shall dominate this battlefield.
Dominating the battlefield, the Wraith Knight looks down upon its foes like a vengeful god of war, armed with either massive energy cannons or a colossal blade and shield. This giant ghost warrior can unleash blazing destruction or charge in and carve apart its foes. Inside the Wraithbone Hall, its pilot communes with the soul of his twin, for the ghost warrior is driven by 2 Adelari, one living and one dead, working as one.
Gravitic emitters engaged. The cry of the wind is upon you. Master of many aspects. Ready to command.
At your command. That position shall be ours. What are your instructions?
The Adelari shall rise again. We will survive, and we shall do so together. The psychic missive is sent, and many have answered.
Yeah, energy and... Actually, speaking of which, let's get the Rangers going.
Ah, our noble foes. Would that we could have directed your power elsewhere, against those who require destruction. But the schemes of fate declared your time had come. Those who wanted the path have returned to fight by our side.
Moving like shadows through the darkness, Eldari Rangers take up commanding positions above the battlefield, as silent and lethal as the Asuran's writhing gaze. A ranger's keen eyes are constantly seeking out prize targets. His subtle hand signals spelling the doom of commanders and priests. When his crosshairs filter over his target, it only takes a single beat of an Eldari's heart to judge the distance, direction, and deflection before he squeezes the trigger.
My wise counsel is yours.
Make haste, Guardians.
The spirits are ready for war.
Make haste, Guardians.
Ready to command.
Alright. I'll put you here. Guess we can just get that stuff going. And get one of these. Ah, that's loyalty.
Re-establishing connection to the webway.
I don't think I want to add another base, do I? Maybe not quite yet. Let's give it one more turn.
When the Phoenix Lord calls, our warriors answer.
Osterman is the founder of the Path of the Warrior and the first of the Phoenix Lords, the creators of the Auspex Shrines. Invoking his name will surely bring more warriors to Gladius Prime and to seize the planet for the Eldari.
We answer the call.
Onwards then, to the battlefield. Now is the time for war. The might of Cain flows through me.
At your command.
As attack!
An interesting development. The physical presence is quite malleable.
Alright. Get you there, get you here. Alright, where did the ranger go? Oh, he's not done yet.
Our ranks swell with
thought for sure
volunteers
that
from
would be
all
done.
paths. More look to assist us in the conquering of Gladius.
Alright, get that going. I gotta pull my guys back. It's too close to the Eldar base, or not Eldar, the Tau base. They get aircraft and they start coming after me, they're gonna see me. Spirit stone recovered from Gladius proved to be that of the ancient bone singer, lost here millennia ago. With their insights into the planet's structure and resources, we were able to greatly increase our protection.
Direct us.
I shall be the tip of the spear.
I have heard of this place before.
We wander realms others dare not.
Alright, just do 2 of those. And 1 of these. Man, ore. I don't know what it has been with these playthroughs and not getting ore. Let's get you up here to start getting some food, I guess. Probably gonna need to get the Avatar cane for the story. Vectored engines.
Stabilize and reinforce that gate. It is vital to our mission here.
And that.
Cain will walk among us once more.
The molten demigod of war blazes from legend into reality, his almighty bellow, a bloodlust feeling, an inferno in the hearts of all those Adelari who hear it. The living avatar is an ancient war deity incarnate, rivaled in power only by the incalculable energies of the mightiest demons of the Immaterium. His eyes glow like embers as he moves, his body of burning iron crackles and spits fire, while the tendrils of smoke and cinders wreath him in like a dark cloak. His mere presence incites the Adelari around him into a black and merciless rage. The fires of the bloody-headed god battle lust crackling inside them. Cain awakened. You're almost there.
Artisan of war.
That helps the Avatar cane, so I guess we'll get it.
The Infinity Circuit must be protected. The Adelari shall rise again.
I guess we can get those two on the same and then get this one on the same.
Our foes will soon feel the fury of the Adelari.
Many warriors hurl themselves headlong into combat, seeking to crush and trample the foe.
Rangers, ready to hunt.
You're gonna make me do that?
Errol reported that the glyphs sealing the tomb were old, perhaps older than even the Adelari, and that they called this world Enaris, that is, Dawn's Light. In our stories, Enaris was the name of the 100th Sword of Val, wielded by the Smith God of legend.
We came to find the sword.
Said the Autarch, frowning.
But is this sword a planet? A prison? Or a weapon? Whatever the case may be, I long to wield it.
It is hard to disentangle our history from myth. We believe that the Old Ones created us to defeat the soulless Necrons and Yingir, the Catan. We also believe that the gods Isha and Kurnis bore us into this world and loved us. In our history, we know that our creation triggered the Enslaver Plague and the death of the Old Ones. In our myths, we know that Cain tried to destroy us because we threatened the gods. Perhaps these events were the same events. Perhaps it was here that Vol stood against Cain, having bound this Necron tomb world in defeat. Perhaps it was here he himself was bound to his anvil. The Autarch found my reasoning specious, but we agreed that we must seize the blade before our enemies could.
Alright, well. Start getting those things going, I guess.
We welcome all who seek to provide their aid. Our ranks swell with volunteers from all paths.
Vectored engines.
You woke too early, old foe. Even now, we tunnel into the heart of your tomb world, disrupting your canoptech mechanisms, destroying untold numbers of your yet-to-awaken kin. We will not brook a second awakening. With grace and speed, our vehicles will dance around any onslaught.
Vectored engines allow a pilot of Adelari vehicles to rapidly alter its face, placing deadly weapons or stronger armor to the fore. Often it can mean the difference between sustaining a critical damage and taking an indirect blow that will soon be shrugged off.
Errol and her rangers reported that spirit stones were scattered across a large swath of the planet's surface. They were unlike others I'd seen, imperfect, highly variable, mostly non-functional and uniformly empty. Like experiments, searching for the right form. Most importantly, they shouldn't have been here. They're only found on Crone worlds, in the heart of our dead empire. Our myths say that the Smith god Vol created spirit stones from the tears of our mother, Isha, who used them to secretly commune with her children. Found amidst these precursor stones are other Wraithbone devices, similarly variable. I asked the Bone Singers and Spirit Seers to collect them, experiment with them. Cautiously, of course.
Of course.
Right away. Guardian militia, ready to fight. We must be fleet of foot. We fear not the foe.
Alright, we'll do that.
Weak, young, foolish, arrogant, and somehow armed with the best weaponry in the galaxy after ours and the Necrons. We should not underestimate these primitives, but we do need to understand how they came to be so rapidly. No Assyrian eye shall fall prey to she who thirsts.
For time immemorial, we have mounted our spirit stones in simple casings, trusting to the skill of our owners to preserve them. Yet the ancient webway structures we have encountered on Gladius Prime demonstrate that a complex shielding can be built into any wraithbone casing, allowing us to snatch a greater number of our dead warriors from the maw of she who waits.
The craft world needs us there. We have a new role now. All Eldari must fight.
Rangers, ready to hunt.
Did I just double build? I think I did.
The psychic missive is sent, and many have answered. More look to assist us in the conquering of Gladius.
Go away, aircraft.
The skies belong to Kronos.
The Crimson Hunters owe their allegiance to Kronos, the Adelari god of the hunt. Though he is 60 million years dead, when his name was invoked, they redouble their efforts, both in recruitment and in construction.
All Eldari must fight. Guardians here. At your command. Guardians advancing.
Do you require a guide?
Guardian militia, ready to fight.
Now that we had the devices, it was clear that they are beyond our craft. They are impossibly perfect. From the few working ones, we could ascertain that this planet is a prison. The warp storms are its bars. The sentinel devices are its guards. It was built to trap the Necrons. But it was more than that. We could see it was an oubliette too, housing something that needed to be forgotten. Who was it that was sealed here for 60 million years? Who was the guard? Who was the prisoner? Whilst we investigated, the Necrons sensed our presence at their silent tomb and swiftly raised an army against us. The Autarch led our forces, whilst I manipulated the ancient devices to our aid.
Survive the invasion.
What are your instructions?
Three. And we'll go there. Guess we can come down here. Hemlock Warrior. And then Wraithbone Star Cannons.
Every weapon must be used in our quest for survival, even if Moray Heg may disapprove.
The eternal scream of the Hemlock Wraith Fighter drives a spike of terror into the mind, and even its flitting shadow can bring a brave man to his knees. The energies that pour from the eldritch craft are born of psychic union between the living and the dead. Each Hemlock is piloted by a spirit seer, a powerful psyker capable of assailing the minds of those below him with morbid vision. Stranger by far is his co-pilot, for the Wraith Fighter is crewed by a dead Adelari soul who controls the weapons that would drive a mortal insane. As the Wraith Fighter passes over a foe, the D-Scythe flares bright. A second later, the craft's victims slump, their souls severed from their body.
We will find it. We always do.
The war host marches.
At your command. The craft world needs us there. We have a new role now. We fear not the foe.
Wraith Cannon. I'm still short, huh? are these guys attacking me like this?
Wraith Knights are now armed with additional firepower.
It is a testament of the idiocracy of man that he creates plasma weapons that frequently maim or kill the wielder. Star cannons and sun cannons have no such flaw. Their plasma core is producing the heat of a star while the gun remains cool to the touch.